Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for manga I have recently read through. And first of all, I'll just show you what titles I have been reading through before I move into the story and also the rating of them. So first off, we have Volume 1 of Elusive Samurai, to which we follow basically someone who becomes the last of his samurai clan. But he also has his protectors. Next is UQ Holder, to which we follow the character of Tota. We have the My Hero Academia team-up missions. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, volumes 13 and 12 to 14. We have up to volume 34 of My Hero Academia, which follows Midoriya and also some of the events that take place. Moving into some Mob Psycho, which follows Shigeo Kageyama, or Mob, in the story. And this volume goes as far as towards the beginning of what would be the second season of the anime, and into the Persona, which is connected to the game, and last but not least, volume 15 of Orient, which follows the character of Musashi. So going from what I finished first, which would be Orient, then into Persona. It's really nice reading the series and also catching up with it. I've enjoyed the journey so far with the character of Musashi and also the friends and that he's made along the way, and also learning how the world works. It reminds me a little bit in some parts, a little bit like Demon Slayer, but other parts like other stories that I've read. So for this particular volume, which I have recently finished, I will give an 8 out of 10. Moving into the Persona, volumes 8 to 10. This follows a lot through in relations to what happens in the video game, and we get to see what also happens with some of the characters, including one character sort of like breaking out of her own depression, which is really good. And for this, I'll give the series a 7.5 out of 10, and that goes in relation to the story as well as the art. Moving into Mob Psycho. That's right, Mob Psycho. This series, basically, what I've read here, might as well be some of the end of the first season and moving towards the end of the second season. And hopefully by the time this video goes up, I'll probably have the next volume connected to this, being volume 12. And what I've read of this so far, I have really enjoyed. And I like the friendships that Mob has made along the way, as well as some of the things that he has had to encounter along the way. For this, I give an 8 out of 10. Moving into My Hero Academia, which follows Izuku Midoriya, as well as the many heroes, including the pro heroes, from Shoto Todoroki to the Vigilante arc, which we got to see in the story. Overall, for these particular volumes, which I have read through, an 8 out of 10. Moving into the Vigilantes, 12 to 14, as we follow this particular character. Oh, what's his name again? Sorry, I'll have to pause it just to get his name again. The character known as the Crawler, who we also see in volume 14, as this series is actually starting to draw towards an end. I've really enjoyed what's happening here, and I'm really looking forward towards getting the last couple of volumes, which will come out. For this, I give a 7.5 out of 10, but no doubt it will probably hit an 8 to an 8.5 when the last couple of volumes come out. The team-up missions, volumes 2 and 3, which were really quite interesting for these particular team up missions, which one of them actually required a bit of sort of like cipher work and working out a bit of a code and to be used to go into a mission. I thought that was really clever in the story. So for these particular team up missions, I know there's meant to be another one coming out towards the end of the year. I think it is, or the beginning of next year. For this, a 7.5 out of 10. Following UQ Holder's key character, the character known as Tota, it was really nice to begin to catch up more again with this character, as in this particular storyline between these volumes, yes, you do learn that this character is basically the great-grandson of Neji Springfield, and not only that, there is actually a bit of a reunion between grandfather and son, and I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I really enjoyed what the story gave me, and I'm really looking forward to how the story will continue once I get more volumes to this particular series. So for this, an 8.5 out of 10. I definitely enjoy how it deals sort of like with certain issues of the character, to how they're going to deal with certain events when they come up. And yes, you do get to see a bit of time shenanigans, but it's only for a short time, and then it moves on to the next thing. And last but not least, finally finishing off the first volume of Elusive Samurai, to which we follow the character of... Sorry, I'm going to have to grab the name of the character again. Tokiyuki Hojo, if I remember, who is the main character in the story. You learn in this particular volume how the character actually gets the name of the Elusive Samurai, and basically you do learn that they're very good at evading situations as well as evading attacks. And there's one character that's in there, and of course you slowly begin to meet his protectors, as well as who will later become quite likely his new friends, which I'll probably get to see a little bit more when I read a little bit further in this series. One is called Kojiro, the other one is Ayaka, and I forget the other one. But I do actually like those characters, but with the characters set in the present age, I'm wondering when there'll be a bit of a time jump and we get to see this character a little bit older. Hopefully soon, because at the time that you see this character, we're told that they're about 10 years old, but it doesn't mean that they are actually 10 years old until we actually get more information, like on the information pages, as to how old the character is. So for the first volume, I want to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.